Are you going to stay up there, phone? Alrighty. Let's see if anybody joins. Shoot. Ah! Come on, phone. Hey, Tony. How are you? Shouldn't you be in bed? Get your friends watching. Hi, everybody. Happy pre-4th of July. Oh, my God. Okay, this phone is not going to stay up here. Let me get a better, what's one call it? Phone prop thing up here. Okay. I'm charging it at the same time with the damn ring light. Everything is falling apart. And for some reason when I go in landscape mode, it makes everything dark so I can't see it. Can you hear me? I have the microphone on. Like, leave a comment if you can hear me because I want to mute out any other noise. But I don't know if the microphone is working on the cell phone because I actually have never tried it on that. I always use it on the camera. If you are American and you are watching, hi. Okay, good, the microphone works. If you're American and you're watching, happy pre-4th of July. Yay, independence. Good, you can hear me. I always use the microphone for the phone. I mean for the camera. For today, I wanted to do a live stream for Fiona Stiles makeup because she's leaving Ulta or has already left. Like, a lot of stuff is on clearance. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items. And let's see if anybody else is going to come on board. I probably should have did an announcement. I just popped on. Maybe I should like do an announcement. Hey, I'm on. I just didn't know if people are not going to even be around on 4th of July. Maybe I should just do this tomorrow. Well, actually, no. Because my son is going to be home and he's just, oh God, his mouth. He's going to be causing a lot of noise. Right, Tony? You know how loud Mason is. I'll give everyone a few minutes. Have you guys heard of Fiona Stiles? This is her makeup line, right? Yeah, Tony knows how loud he is. This is Fiona Stiles makeup line at Ulta. She is a celebrity professional makeup artist. She works with celebrities, and I know her from, she works on, when she was working on movies. Well, I don't know if she's still working on movies, but she was doing a lot of movie sets and music videos, like back in the day when MTV actually played videos. Remember when MTV actually played music videos and it was like, oh goodness, I have to watch MTV to see Madonna's new video. She actually did Madonna's video as well. So I do know her from that capacity, and now she has her makeup line that you can actually buy on, I believe, QVC or HSN. Okay, good, yeah. So I know your age then. If you're like me, we remember videos back then. So you could buy Fiona's makeup on her website, or you could not. I don't remember if you can buy it on her website, or you can buy it on QVC, but it was at Ulta. So now it's all phasing out. And if you like anything moving forward, that's the way we have to purchase it. I've never used any of her makeup before. I just, even when it was like on an actual display at Ulta, I never stopped. I never looked at it. My bad. It was weird until I saw it in the app and I saw it on sale. I was like, oh, Fiona, let me take a look. So I did watch a commercial. I watched the info commercial all about her products and everything. And one of the things I liked about Fiona back in the day was like, you know, she was known as like the queen of skin. And that's me, like when it comes to complexion products, when it comes to foundation, like if you have been around on my channel for a while, she is the skin girl. So as close to your complexion as possible with foundations, concealers, powders, you name it. So that is something that I appreciate about her. So I definitely consider her like that aspect as far as the queen of skin. But I did make some notes as far as on foundation. If it will help you, I'm going to type it out later and put it in the info box for this stream. But I thought it might be helpful in case moving forward you wanted to purchase her foundation specifically. What I noticed from watching the info commercial was like, let's say, here's her foundation I have. Let me just show you this whole container. This is everything we're going to be going over. So I have 2 of her foundations. So it's all by the numbers. So once we figure out what our number is in our foundation, then it correlates with the powders and it correlates with the concealers and so forth. So I actually like that. We can just kind of guess like that. And then I wrote notes down from 1 through 10, depending on what the name of the foundation is, and then our undertone and what it would be best suited for. So I'll type it out and make sure it's in the info box, and just in case it happens to help anybody out. But let's go ahead and first start with the complexion products. I have not touched anything, and I wanted to just do it on camera, and I wanted to do it live since it's leaving Ulta, just that you can quickly go out and buy anything if you see anything you like, instead of waiting for me to do a video and edit. It'll take a little bit of time for that. So that's why I wanted to do it live. Feel free to, you know, type in comments, questions, whatever you might have. I'm going to put my hair up. Where's my clip? Because I can't have my hair down. I can't stand that. It's going to get in the way. Where's my clip? I always feel unorganized during these lives. Like everything has suddenly disappeared. It was right here, my hair clip. And I don't have that. I don't have where to like put a, what are those called? A makeup brush. I don't know how to do that. Put it in my hair. I've never done that. Where is my hair clip? Okay, I guess we're going to learn. I better learn how to put a makeup brush in my hair, right? Because I don't know where my hair clip went. I swear it was right here. It was right here on the desk. But of course, it's never here when you need it. Okay, so let's see if I can just put my hair in a bun tutorial here and see if I can secure it with the clip. I saw Taddy do this, and let's see if this works. Oh my gosh, it worked. Oh, I'm going to be doing that more often. Worked. Okay, so I got my sanitizer. Again, I have not tried any of this. And I also don't do first impressions on the channel. Reason being is, even though I think I can form an opinion on something like the day of, the first day when I'm doing any type of complexion products, I want to do it on bare skin. So I have no primer on my face, because I need to see if the complexion products, the foundation, the concealer, anything is going to change color. And it will once it touches your skin and your oils mix in. Everything is different on everybody, so that's just something to keep in mind. But then the next day, I'll wear it with whatever I usually wear. But I also change everything every day. So I change the primers, I change the powders, I change it. So usually by the third attempt, I kind of know, okay, it's going to be consistent no matter if I change it. So that's kind of how I work. But for this try-on haul, it's first impressions. So let me first give a disclaimer. I apologize. Whoa, and the ring light just fell. I apologize for what might come out of my mouth, because this is live and it's not edited. Oh, aren't you guys getting a treat today? And my baby hairs, everything is all poking out. Okay, got my water. Let's get going. I have my iPad here. so I can pull up the information for the foundation for every product I got. So the first one we're going to start out with is foundation. This is the Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate, and I also picked it up in the Luminous Finish. Now, I picked up both formulas because when I see that there's a matte and there's a dewy formula, I like to grab them both because I mix them both already. I have the L'Oreal Pro Matte and the Pro Glow, and equal parts of that is the perfect finish for my normal skin. I absolutely love that. So she had the same, and I said, oh, I am buying it, and we'll mix them together. But for swatch purposes, we'll go ahead and just swatch them alone first, and then we'll try them out. Now, I picked up the shade 09, and I'm going to go by my notes here. Number 9 is named Almond, and it's for people with with dark, warm brown skin. So we have a warm undertone and brown skin. That's the only thing I wrote. Now, on Ulta, the colors that are available are shade 9 and 10. So if you actually have the foundation on you now and you maybe are like, hey, can you tell me what the name is and what the undertone is? I have them all written down here, so just, type in a comment and I'll let you know what the recommendation is. But number 10, if you are going to go shopping, number 10 is Walnut. That is for deep skin. That's also warm with red undertones. So if that just helps you out. Okay, again, number 9 is my shade, both the matte and the luminous. First time opening it, first time looking at it. The packaging, right off the bat, I'm looking at it. So the first thing that comes to mind is Estee Lauder. This looks like Estee Lauder to me. Their Perfectionist foundation, that's what it looks like. It has that deep purple cover. Now, I lied. I did open up one thing. I forgot what I opened up, but I did. Oh no, it was one of the foundations I opened up. Here's the thing, right off the bat. They have these little grooves here. See that little indentation? So when you take the lid off and it has the pump on it, I didn't try it yet. I was just looking at the packaging, but I was trying to get it back into here and it was annoying because it wasn't, it's like Tetris. What the heck? It wasn't going in. So then I go, oh, I see. Oh, you line it up. Oh, and then it goes back down. I didn't like that because I'm quick. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to take it off and go right back. I don't want to be like, I got to line it up and make sure that that's all right. That's just me being picky and petty, but I don't like that. She could have left that off. Okay, let me kind of get my little towel here. So this one is, again, the Luminous Finish in number 9. I'm going to grab my mixing plate here. That way I can put the foundation on there. And then this is the Matte Finish. Okay, so this is actually the first time seeing the Matte Finish. Same container, except it's frosted. Okay, but it still has this BS going on right here. Whatever, Fiona. Let's see, the price on that is $30 was the original price, and it's on sale for $7.50. So the only 2 shades available right now on the Ulta website is shade 9 and shade 10, so the deepest shades. All the white girls, all the white boys bought everything else up. Okay, so let's take a look first at the Luminous Finish, and I'm just going to put it right here on the plate. Okay, one pump, and it pumped out really smooth. It just went, came right out. So there is the color right there. Again, this is the Luminous shade right there. Now, I'm looking at this. It's like I can already tell. I think this might be a little bit too light for me. So I'm just going to grab my mirror up close. Let's do a swatch like I usually do in the videos. I swatch it here on the top of the cheek. See, I already knew it was going to be too light. And then I go all the way down into my neck just to see. Now, I am one where I don't change color throughout the year. So my face and my neck pretty much stays consistent throughout the year, so I don't have to change up in colors much. So I do pull it down to kind of get, you know, more of an accurate reading. So with the matte finish, let's go ahead and see what that shade is like. Oh, it's exactly like the Luminous. It actually pumped out different. It was a little bit thicker in texture versus the Luminous foundation with one pump. It just kind of came out. It was a little bit thicker than I would say L'Oreal Pro Glow, but just, you can kind of tell it's a dewier texture. And then that is the matte. So I can already tell that's way too light for me. So this is supposed to be brown skin, warm undertone. To me, this looks like, I'm trying to think. I would say darker tan, light, medium skin tone. You can see some warmth in it. Definitely more with the dewier version. But it needs to be a little bit darker. So let's blend it out so at least you can see it. Just trying to let it kind of mesh with my skin oils, but it's not changing in color. And that is what it looks like. I doubt this is going to be deep enough as far as to really change into my skin tone. What I can do is add some of my mixer, my olive, and it will probably change it, you know, mix it up. I didn't grab 10, but from the infomercial on number 10 for the model, that one looked very deep. So I was like, well, I'm kind of glad I didn't grab number 10, but I think that one wouldn't have worked for me either. So this is going to be too ashy on me, too light, and I'm not going to be able to put it on. But at least we can see the color and get a general overall idea. Now I do have a foundation in my drawer here, or I better have a foundation in here. Oh yeah, I do. I have a stick foundation. So for the other products to test them out, I wanted to do it with her foundation, but I'm just going to do it with the skin foundation that will actually work. Do you guys have any questions about the foundation as far as the color, the texture? You want a little bit more information? Again, this is the Dewy Luminous. That is the matte. Both shade numbers, number 9. You guys are quiet. Quiet tonight. It's because it's a holiday. You're out having fun. Well, I am not. I'm home. See, look at me. I'm trying to get this back on and it's not lining up. No, this is going to annoy me to no. I don't like that. Wet n Wild has a lipstick like that too where you have to line it up. No, I don't have time for that. I don't like it where I have to be thinking too much. Okay, no questions. So I am going to go ahead and take this off. Oh, you just missed me. Hi. You just missed me swatching the foundation. We just kind of just started, so this is a good starting point for you. I was just trying on both of the foundations, the matte and the luminous, and they didn't work as far as the color number 9. Number 10 is going to be too dark, so I am not going to be able to use her foundation. Here, let me swatch it again. So that is number 9. That's the luminous, that's the matte. It's still just too light for me. So that's best if you are deeper skin tone and you wear number 10. Okay. Is number 10 too red? Because it looked really red on the model, on the infomercial. Can't you? I didn't buy number 10, so I don't know. I only bought number 9. And here's the thing with me, with mixing too. I'm so tired of mixing. I mean, seriously, I'm so tired of mixing. I mean, I've been mixing for it too long. And I'm such an exact girl. I try to get so close to my skin tone that I have foundations where, I mean, I am dead on with just that foundation. So I'm hard on foundations when I have to like mix. I mean, I was backstage mixing 9 bottles. And no, I'm over that. I just, no. And I know to get your perfect match, sometimes you do need to mix, but sometimes I just, I'm just like, I'm tired of it. I don't want to be mixing. So I'm not going to buy number 10. And they didn't have 10 at the store. So, and you know what, with Ulta, this is what I wish Ulta did. I wish for Platinum members that Ulta had like free 2-day shipping or just free shipping in general. That way we can get our products fast, like Sephora. You know, with Rouge members, you get it in 2 days, 3 days, boom, you're done. Then I would actually order number 10 because it'd be here super quick. But it takes like a good week and a half for this stuff to get to me. No, that's the only thing bad about Ulta. Would be definitely too red for you. Okay, yeah, with my undertones, okay, and here's another thing too with my undertone. Even though I'm warm undertone, I know I'm probably going off the subject, but I'll be quick about it. Even though I have a warm undertone, let's make sure I put in the right foundation, matte. I'm golden, but I'm not like yellow when there's like a lot of yellow in it. I run towards where it's like I have like that drop of olive in me too, from my dad's side. So the funny thing is I noticed that like I can see where stuff is too yellow on me, but I can also look at a foundation, actually like Milani's foundation, the 2-in-1, and I am the shade Amber in that. If you put that on your palm, like something white, really light, put that foundation on your palm. With Milani's undertones, you can actually see olive. You can see like that green in it. That's my undertone based on a warm undertone, because warm undertones can also have an olive mixed in with it. So that's me. So red will turn orange on me and I can really see it. Or I can have where it will turn gray on me if it's too neutral. So that's one thing is good about my undertone is, I mean, I can tell like that and I can pick it up pretty fast too if it's going to work out for me. So since someone said number 10 is too red for me, we're not going to go there. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use it. So the next one, complexion products, we're just going to stick right in the complexion family. This is her full cover perfect finish concealer. Now I went based on the whole number system, so I picked up number 9. What is your favorite foundation shade? The foundation that matches me to a T and I use professionally on everybody is Bobbi Brown. I use her stick foundation. This is Hourglass because it was right here in the drawer. And it's 6.5. That is the exact color of my skin. And here's something funny about that, because I mean, we have stories based on that foundation. When I first started to use that foundation, we're talking like way back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, I noticed that when I would wear that foundation, it was when people were actually complimenting me on my skin. Oh my gosh, your skin looks so good. Oh, what foundation you have. And I was like, it's only when I wear this Bobbi. Then one time we were in Palm Springs at a bar, go up to the bar, and the bartender said, your skin looks really good. And I said, okay, you know what? When a man looks at my face and is like, you look good, you know that foundation is good. So I have been staying with that foundation ever since. It is just the perfect shade on me. Matches me to a T, and I can't recommend it enough. So for the foundation, full cover, perfect finish concealer, this is originally $24, and then they have it on sale for $6. Now it says it has 6 colors still available, so it doesn't look like a lot of people are running out, I guess, to buy the concealer. So again, this is number 9. Let's see though how it's going to work out on me. So it's just like the regular like tub concealer, which I actually like. I have, let's see, I have my MACs here. I know I have Anastasia sitting around here somewhere. Oh, here she is. This is like my drawer where, like, when I do a video, I put all the makeup in here in case people want to know what it is. And my Anastasia concealer, which is also like the exact color. So I do like it when the concealers come like this. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it still is a little bit different. Like, even though I'm NW43 and I might be the same as you in something else, we're still different. So I might just have that more of that olive in my skin than you do. Maybe you have more red in your skin. Maybe you have more yellow. And I think this is probably going off topic. I'll just wait for it on another video. But I wanted to do one on the whole color systems with brands because, like, I know system. Oh, thank you. I know L'Oreal's system. And even though they're like, oh, you're cool, neutral, warm. No, it's completely different. I'm going to do a video on that because it trips everybody out. And I'm like, we need to clear this up. Okay, so let's try let's try the concealer. I'm just going to take a concealer brush. We're just going to take a flat one here. This is from the Makeup Shack. I got to get used to saying what brushes I'm using as well. And this is not, it's still a little spotty. Okay, so let's try it here. Yes, it's an under eye concealer, and you can use it to spot conceal. Now, I can tell this will work under my eye because it's brighter. And I also don't have a lot of darkness under my eye. Any darkness is concentrated right at the front of where my color of my eye is, right here. So it's more up here and then it goes into the actual eyelid itself. So this is where I focus any of my concealer. I focus it right here. Anything as far as leftover residue on the brush is where I pull it out. So you don't see me, I don't pile it on like that. I pack it here and then anything extra is moved out and smoothed in that area. And that blended right into my skin. Now, wouldn't it be good if the darn foundation did that? So the under eye concealer works really good. Now, it's pretty concentrated from what I can tell, just from the texture. It's probably because it's in this pot. It's a little bit thicker. Now, it's not as thick as the Anastasia concealer. Yeah, right? Look how it just covered that. I look so tired. I look so tired. See, it's not as emollient as the Anastasia. It's like borderline medium consistency. It picks up very well onto the brush and then it smooths out. So let's go ahead and do the other side. I think my hair looks so crazy in the camera. I mean, in the phone. We'll just have to go with it. I just got to get used to these live feeds. I mean, it's just so raw and so unedited. It's like, wait a minute, cut. Let me go back. What is your skin type? I am normal. But if it leans towards anything, it leans more towards the dry than it would lean towards oily. But also what's funny about my skin is when I travel, it will adjust to whatever is that climate that I'm in. It's really very strange. You love the live videos? That's because you can see me like mess up and whatever comes out of her mouth, hollering at my son if he's here, telling him he's too darn loud. I love the Anastasia concealer. It's what I use to skincare video. I'm filming my AM and my PM routine because I changed it. Anytime I bring in new products, I want to make sure I always do a new video to show you guys what I'm doing and the steps, and that you can see like what I haul I'm actually using. I want to make sure that, it stays consistent like that, because it's like, why show something and then you're not going to use it. So, oh, feels like you're with me and you're giving me tips. I know you're in the room. You're in the beauty room. Okay, so I finished right there. Now, it's not thick enough to cover, like I still have this like bug scar right here that is still healing, but like my Anastasia concealer would cover that in a heartbeat. Like boom, blend it out and it's done. And I already know it's not going to cover any type of hyperpigmentation. I apply the Anastasia concealer. I think the best way to apply it is with something that is dense. I like to first apply it with a brush that's like this style. This is Royal and Langnickel. It's their Triad concealer. I like it because it's slanted. You can also grab an eye brush that's like that too, but just something that's kind of slanted, and then I dip it in. I focus it more towards the top, and that way as you smooth it on your skin, it's putting it like where the most concentration needs to be, but you don't have anything else down here, and then it's pushing it down on it and it covers it up. So I like a brush like that, or something just like densely packed that you can kind of go in and stipple it on so it's not, you know, moving all over the place, and stipple it on, kind of smooth it. And then I just set it with some loose powder, but I use like an eye brush. Is it over here? I have a favorite one that I use. Where is it? It might, okay, it's not over here yet, but it looks like this, like these two brushes. So they kind of flare it out, but still densely packed. And I just swirl it in with some loose powder and it covers it. And it just depends on my mood. If I want it like fully covered, I'll set it with like the powder foundation. If I just really want it kind of just, you know, sometimes I don't care if it's poking through, then I just use loose powder. It just depends. You're in Algeria? Oh my goodness. 1 a.m.? Oh girl, I'd be asleep. I'm dead to the world. I go downhill at 3 o'clock, so that's why I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to put more on this brush, and I'm just curious to see. You know what? Let's do a little mixing. Since we're talking about Anastasia, let's pull out Anastasia. Anastasia. Sometimes even I forget how you pronounce her name. Okay, I'm going to go in with the brush. I'm just going to focus it again more towards like the top of the brush. And I'm just curious to see if we can kind of make this my skin tone shade, because this is my shade. This is number, it just says concealer and it's number 6.25. That's another thing. This is like point something. I always kind of fall into that point something. You're only 16? Oh my God, I would love to be 16 again. I drove my mom crazy. Aw, sweet 16. I'm so happy that you watch. Okay, look at that. And also what I do is I kind of twist it a little bit too and kind of pack it on like that. The Anastasia is actually helping it kind of blend in and cover, but it still is too light for my actual skin, just like the foundation. So it kind of helped it with Anastasia, but it's still not kind of mixing in better. So this would work underneath my eyes only. That's what I would use it for. But you know what? I have enough under eye concealers. Like, I love makeup. I love trying out everything too, because not only is it, I think it's just a part of me as well, and kind of see from there what I want to review and things, but I also don't want to hoard. I don't want to have like a million under eye concealers or 10 or 20 of them. I want to move forward with products that are like, I love these. These are the ones that are going to stay in my personal collection, or, you know, they work best on other skin, and kind of go from there. So this works fine for underneath my eye, but is it like life altering? I feel like, oh, I have to have it. No, I'm not feeling that at this time. I'm not feeling it. So this is going to be moved over here. And I need more remover. I am going to use my micellar water. And I'm just going to take this off Let me shake this up. My favorite from the drugstore. This is my favorite, what I would say, US type that I can buy in the US type micellar water. Because my favorite micellar water is actually a Japanese version one. Yep, from Garnier. This is the blue. I only like the blue one. That's the only one I like. Okay, so the next complexion product that I picked up, so we've got foundation, concealers out the way. The next one is her loose powder. Now this is the Invisible Finish Loose Setting Powder. So I knew I wanted to try a loose setting powder because I have a loose setting powder. I have a powder addiction. This is like everybody else. So let's look that up. That is originally $26 and it's on sale for $6.50 on Ulta's website. Now again, I picked, oh, you know what I did? This is what I did. This is in the shade Amalfi and it's for the numbers. Faces water. No, I don't feel anything on my skin when I use this, but I use it to remove my makeup, but then I wash my face. So if there's anything left on my skin, it doesn't matter because I'm not, I'm washing my face. I don't just put it on and like leave it on like that. That's just me because I'm usually using it to remove the makeup and then boom, I just go ahead and wash my face. Now this is the shade Amalfi and this is for the color range of 7 to 8. What I did is I picked one shade up because the number 9 looked really dark from the infomercial. Yes, test it out. 6.25, warm almond, that's me, in Bobby's. Oh, but she probably changed her number. So I always go by the title of the name. I don't know what the number is now because I think she changed her number system. So again, when I looked at number 9 in the powder, it looked like it was going to be, it looked like it had a lot of orange in it from the TV. So that's why I'm happy that I chose the one color up, 7/8. So I'm hoping that this one is kind of going to be, it'll calm down. So this is a pretty lid. It's got that little dent here, that design, still purple. So you open it up and they give you a puff. Now I'm going to use my own velour puff, so I'm just going to leave that right in the container. I like to use my Forever Puffs. This is just wonderful to just press into the skin, so I just prefer to use that. Now this is pretty deep. Look how deep that is. That's great because it's going to catch the powder. So I appreciate that. I like that design. So it's got the seal on top. Whoa, I just took the seal off and quite a bit. Yeah, she's got about 10 shades and it goes by a number system to kind of assist you with when you're ordering her complexion products. So for example, I chose number 9. I'm trying to reach my trash can. It stuck to me. I chose number 9 and then you pick everything else that follows. Anything in the complexion family. Concealers. She's got one of those brightening highlighters. I didn't pick that up. And the powders, you're supposed to pick it in that color too. But again, I chose this one and I'm happier I chose this one because I can tell it doesn't have a lot of orange in it. And number 10 looked like it did. And then yeah, 10 shades is good. And then this looks like it just has, it's like that. It reminds me almost like a darker wheat shade. See, just kind of blend it out, but we're going to test it. So I'm just going to put it right here on my paper towel. If you don't have like mixing plates at home, you can just use a paper towel and, kind of go boom, boom, boom. Same thing. You don't always have to have the fancy tools that you see us using. Yeah, it feels very soft. It feels soft. Okay, so that is the color. This color is like similar to Black Opal's medium. I used that earlier this week or last week. And that's immediately what I thought of. And I just kind of rub it together and let's kind of just see. I'm just going to do this side like right in this area and then I'm going to put some foundation on and then we'll just see how it sets that. I'm just curious how this looks because Sometimes what I do with loose powder is without no makeup on, I'll just press it in just to kind of cover up the shine and be done with it. You know, I can do that. So this is what I want to try and see. And then other times, of course, I just use it to set the foundation, set the concealer. So I'm just curious to see how this looks on just my bare skin. Yeah, I just have on the under eye concealer. I just left that on. Okay, and that blended right in. So that number is perfect for me, number 78. So I'm going to put some down. On this side, I'm just going to use a stick foundation that was in the drawer. This is from Hourglass. This actually matches me too. And right, this is a good shade. And this is in the shade Golden Almond. I did do a review on the Hourglass already. I'm just going to put this down. I'll just go a little bit heavier since I'm doing this. I don't know how it's really going to translate on the phone. And for a brush, let me take this one. This is from Rodile. This is the baking brush. And I've been using this for foundation and for underneath my eyes. I'll just smooth that out. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I don't think that the Hourglass is full coverage. That's my opinion. And I did state that in the video. I know that they stated that it has 2 times or 3 times the amount of pigment. I do not feel that that is accurate. It's not. And I mean, I can test and see if it's covering up additional marks, it's covering up, you know, blemishes, the more that I have to add it. And I think I probably did like 3 coats and I was still trying to build it up and it still was not covering. So I don't feel that it's full coverage. I do test it against Bobbi Brown. I was testing it against the Anastasia because even the Anastasia foundation stick was covering up with more pigment than the Hourglass, and Anastasia's, it's not even marketed as that. So, you know, I'm going to be a little bit tough on it. When I see stuff that says highly pigmented, no. I'm going to make sure that it's, you know, it's accurate like that. And in my opinion, I just did not feel that it is that way. Now, I feel the finish is nice. It provides coverage, but it's definitely not full. You can get it up there to medium, and that's pretty much about it. Yep, it has to be up to its claims. And then for under eye, if I was going to do that, it's okay, I have a lot more on. Then I just kind of fold it like a taco and then kind of go right underneath the eyes. That kind of takes off any excess. And then press and pat into the skin. That is a good color. Okay, so we got a winner at least for the powder. Amalfi 7-8. Yep, I think it looks good too. So that feels good. Now, as far as how long this is going to last, how long with the foundation and stuff, no, it's not chalky. I'm going to use this tomorrow. And where's the lid? Everything is like disappearing. Oh, here it is right here. I'm going to use this tomorrow with whatever foundation I pick, because again, I change it every day. And I just want to see how it all day. So if you want to know how it works all day, you know, you can tweet me, message me or whatnot, and I'll let you know how it works. But I just want to see how it works all day. How it, you know, is it going to be caking? Is it going to be settling into anything? You know, because after the stream, I'm just going to take it off because it's dinner time. So we'll see. So I'm just going to put it right here in my container, and that will remind me, it stays right here on the table and then it will remind me to use it tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably have to use the foundation again, so I'll leave this out. Do anyone have any questions about the actual powder, the loose powder? I like it. I said the price, and there's quite a few colors still available, so if you did not get the chance, no, that was the concealer that had 6. I think for the loose powder, there's only, I think 2 shades. It says 2 shades available, and it's $6.50, so that's a steal. That's a good deal on the powder. Okay, the next item, moving right into the complexion, I'm going to use the Light Illusion Prism palette. And on the website here on Ulta, it is not on here. Okay, so it's sold out. I'll find out how much I spent. It's probably like $6, $7 again, because that's pretty much, I think every item was around that price. But I'll have everything listed in the down bar, and I'll have the original price on there. So I just pulled it out, same packaging, so it just has like this prismatic appearance to it. This is actually pretty small, the way it looks. Okay, look like you press in. Do you press in? Oh, okay, it's a magnet. I thought I had to press in, and you open it up. Now, this is actually, it looks like a highlighter palette. What is this? Light Illusion Prism palette. It does not say anywhere on here what it is. I'm thinking it's a highlighter, but let's look it up real quick. Since it's sold out on there, I can't just pull it up on Ulta. Light Prism palette. Let's see if it's like the hourglass one. Okay, it's pulling up. Okay, it's shot right over to her website, her own personal website. It's a soft focus silky powder that captures, diffuses, and softens the way light reflects on the skin to give a lit from within appearance. It's luminous, it's foul proof, and the way the light reflects on the skin, soft shimmer, sheer natural coverage with a subtle glow that's suitable for all skin tones. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is the Hourglass Ambient Powders. So we'll go into my everyday drawer. Of course, this is in there because, you know, I got to keep an eye on this. I have women that come over and they try to steal. So it's like an all over sheer powder. It's very similar to this from Hourglass. So like you would use the Hourglass ambient powders to kind of like use it as like a finishing powder. You can use it to set your foundation, depending on which color you pick. You can use it to highlight as well. I mean, I use the middle shade only as highlighter or in the inner corner of the eye. So it's like light diffusing just like that. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I just automatically assumed it was a highlighter palette. So it's got pink. You got a pink shade. You have like a nude pink. Ooh, it's like a peachy pink. And then this one's more of like a darker brown. It's darker in person versus how it's coming across on the phone. So let me go ahead and swatch it. This is the pink. And I'm going to do it on my hand too. This is the middle shade, which is that peach. And now that I see it, it has more of like a true peach versus a pinky peach. And then this is the darker one, which is like the bronzer type. Whoa. This is like a highlighter to me. I see it more as a highlighter. I mean, we'll see how it diffuses on the face, but when I look at, you know, the Hourglass, that, you know, that doesn't swatch like that. That's a little too heavy. And this has a lot of, I don't want to say, there's nothing chunky. There's no chunks in here like glittery. Let's blend this out real quick. It's just this, you know, this looks different than with the Hourglasses. I mean, swatch is completely different. I personally would not feel comfortable putting like this all over my face because it does. It has definitely a lot more, like light reflective particles in it. So your face is going to really pick this up and you're going to look like a disco ball. And the darker you are, the it's going to pick up more of those shimmers and it's really going to shine. So let's try this on the face. I am just going to take a highlighter brush, if I have it. I washed my brushes yesterday, so I have like half of them here and then the other half is kind of tucked away. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one from Elf. This is a highlighter brush. I'm just going to dip it into the first one, which was the pink based light. Now this is subtle on the skin. Now I'm blending it out and it's translating a lot more subtle than how it's swatched. It's picking up a lot of powder as well. I can see it picking up a lot of powder. So you can blend it out without losing all of that shine. It kind of reminds me, I wouldn't even consider it almost like a blush topper if you want more of like a subtle one, but it reminds me of that Essence Nude highlighter that people have been talking about. I'm going to go into the middle shade, but I mean, look at all that powder, if you can even see it. That's a lot of kick up. Okay, I'm going to go into the middle shade and let's do the other side. This is pulling a lot more, almost like a yellow look on me. Yeah, that's the middle shade. So it's giving a nice, if you wanted to use it as a highlighter, it's giving that subtle appearance. And then I'm going to go into the darker shade. I just removed it on my brush. Let's go right here in the center. We're going to kind of see if we can kind of do this whole set the foundation kind of thing. No, see, it's much too dark. If I used dim light, no, radiant light, and hourglass, that is not going to be as reflective as this. I mean, this is reflective. I'm going to turn it around so I can really see it. Yeah, you can see it. This is quite reflective. Let's kind of go down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty, but if I wanted it to kind of set my nose, set my concealer, and or the foundation, I only see myself using the darkest one. I don't see myself touching the pink and touching, goodness, all that powder. I don't see myself touching these two shades. I would gravitate towards this one. And for these palettes, I want to use all the shades. I don't want to just use one. I don't care if it is $6, $7 or however much I spent for it. I want to make sure I'm getting use out of everything. So again, it's like I use all three of these. I cannot live without this palette. So for me, I'm not impressed with this. I think there's too much shimmer particles, and again, it's not chunky. I just think it's too reflective for what it's trying to her purpose with this powder. If it's trying to mimic an hourglass, try to, you know, set your foundation, set your under eye concealer, use it as your highlighter. You can do that with hourglass, but I don't feel that. It's just too much reflection with this particular palette. And I see myself only reaching for that darker color. So this one is a pass for me. Does anyone have any questions on this? As I stick it on the other side. And now my brushes is all in my foundation over here. Sorry if you had to hear me with the water. It makes your pores look bigger. Yeah, okay. Thank you for saying that too. For sure that is going back to the store. Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. Thank you for telling me that. See, I want someone to be honest with me. Tell me what's up. No, that shit's going back to the store. No, thank you for telling me my pores. Thank you. That's what I like. Honesty. We got to stick together. Okay, so the next one we're going to try is the Soft Cheek Veil. So this is the blush. Let's take a look at the price. And when Ulta asked me, why are you returning this? I'm going to say, made my damn pores look big. That's why. I am not keeping this. Okay, this is the blush, or she calls it the Soft Cheek Veil. It's originally $20 and I paid $5. Yep, $5. So they have 2 colors only available for the blush. I picked the shade Imperial because this one to me, oh, this packaging, it's a magnetic. This one looks like, look at that. This is perfect. I love shades that look like this. This reminds me of my ColourPop shade in Swift, which I use as a bronzer. I use it as a contour. I use it as a blush, like multiple ways. So I don't know. I like that deep shade. Yeah, doesn't this shade look good? I love shades that look like this. Like this is that good nude shade for darker skin tones. So let's give this a shot. This might work. Let's take a blush brush. I am going to take my, this is just the Chanel brush, and it's called the blush brush. I'm going to pat, I just patted right into the blush, so that's what it looks like. I'm not going to tap that much off because I want to see how this is going to look. Oh yeah, I already knew I was going to like this, just by the shade. These are my type of blushes. That terracotta, deep, nude brown. Okay, now this side has no foundation on. This side has the foundation. Yep, I will swatch it. So that's it on my finger. And that's it right there. I think it's beautiful. Like I would use this shade year round. That's a pretty shade. And I actually don't see blushes that are this shade very often. I would say the only brand that I personally have seen it in is in MAC. But usually I don't see this color. Now this is on foundation. I usually don't see this color just like floating around. Certainly not like at the drugstore or whatnot. Oh, that's a pretty color. Okay, I like that. We've got one thing she's keeping. Yeah, I like that. And then you can just build it up. So what's nice about this, even though I went in heavy the first time with the brush, isn't that a nice shade? You can, it's still kind of sheared out. And I mean, I didn't coat it all. I focus it more towards here. So again, as it goes onto the skin, it's pressing it in, concentrated, and then it's blending it out with the part that doesn't have any color. So that's good. That's how you cannot have like, you know, stripes and stuff going down your face. That is a pretty color. So let's see if this shade is still available. It's called Imperial. Like the butter. $5. So if it's actually available, I might order this again. It's like, back up, back up. Yep, it's still available. Something that Amander Walk, Bright Peony, and then the Imperial, which is Raisin. So that's the undertone. I think MAC has a blush called Raisin too, so that works out. Okay, I'm happy with the blush. I'll be keeping the blush. And then again, I'm trying the loose powder tomorrow, so if that works fine, I'll think about it on if I'm going to keep it or not, because I have loose powders that are just like ride or die. So it's like, oh, do I want another one? We'll see. Okay, so moving on. 3 more items and we're done. So next is the brow pencil. This is the Micro Precision Brow Sculpting Pencil. I picked up the shade Warm Brown. because I have to have something that is almost creeping into the dark, like a jet black. Well, not jet black, but like creeping into the black family. What color is the blush? Again, it's called Imperial. And that's how it like looks good on my skin, because it could be too gray. I can't have anything too warm. So this looks just like a Brow Wiz pencil. It's skinny and it has the spoolie on one side. I always take the caps off. I have like a little container that I throw the caps in because I can't stand the caps. I do that even with my skincare. I just want to pick it up and go. So this feels good. It's not, the spoolie doesn't feel hard. It just feels nice. And looks like it's doing the job. So just pushing the hairs up. So the other side of the cap, push it up, and it's just that microfine tip going on right there. Okay, let's test out this color. And the color looks too light. Yeah, it has a grayish look on it. Okay, I have nothing on my brows, so let's give it a shot. Oh, here's the color. Right there. It looks like it's going to be too light. Whoa, let's push some of it down. I don't want it to snap off. Now the texture of this is hard. It's not creamy, but it's not like rock hard. But I mean, it's hard. It's actually hard to even see the color. And I'm pressing it. I'm like pressing it into my skin. Okay, I'm going to press really hard. I'm not even trying to get a line at this point. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the color. It's not going to work, but can you see? That's the color. So that's way too light for me. And that's called warm brown, which makes no sense why that is called warm brown, because that is not warm brown. But there it is right there. And the eyebrow pencil will not work. So let's see how much that costs, and actually if it's still available here. So let's open that up. That will be going back. Did anyone have any questions about the blush? You have any questions about the eyebrow pencil? I know. And the darker shades are still available. I didn't pick up any lip products because I have enough lips. But I'll tell you what's still left on here. Okay, the eyebrow pencil is no longer available. But the colors are probably off anyway, so I wouldn't even bother, to be honest. You can get eyebrow pencils now anywhere. So far, do I like the concealer? I liked how it covered my level as far as my darkness, but I feel I have other concealers already in my collection that I love a lot more, and I see myself reaching for those more than I would reach for hers. So it's not something that I feel I need. I don't want to be hoarding all these concealers, but I mean, it does the job, but I don't see myself for it as often as I would my other ones that I prefer. No. Okay, what's left is the two eye pencils. Now, again, I didn't pick up any lip products, and I also didn't pick up the eyeshadow. I just didn't want to go crazy, I guess, buying everything, because I know I have a lot of lips, I have a lot of eyeshadows, so I didn't pick up any of that. I was also watching some reviews on YouTube, and as far as like what to pick, like mascara and all that stuff, it wasn't looking like it was good option, but what was coming up as good was the eyeliners, the eye defining pencils. So I picked up two of those, and these are supposed to be two colors, are supposed to be a little bit more unusual. So this first one is called Carlyle, I think that's how you pronounce it, and then the second one is Mulholland, as in Mulholland Drive in good old Los Angeles. So let's pull up that one. This is supposed to be an unusual color. Doesn't look too unusual to me. It just looks like a nudie brown. Actually, that would make like a good lip liner. let's take off the swatches on my hand. We're almost done, people. Then you can go to dinner or watch TV. I can eat. We're almost done. Thank you for holding out with me. Okay, this is Mulholland. This is supposed to be an eyeliner. This swatched pretty creamy. It's not like creamy, but I mean, it was pretty soft. That's a pretty color. I don't have anything like this as far as an eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna do my bottom line and I'll do my waterline so we can kind of see, but that's Mulholland. Let's get a little bit closer. I'm just going to do my waterline first because that's what I usually always do. How interesting. This shade, I kid you not, this shade looks so good. This shade, I'm tripping out on this because, you know, like when you see somebody with fair skin, they're like, oh, this is my nude waterline shade that makes me look bright. This went perfect on my waterline, smoothed out. It even kind of covered this little discoloration that I have there that usually no color will. And this shade is like, it's good for my skin tone. I like it. I mean, it's probably going to be so hard to show you. I don't know if it's going to get blurred. That is so pretty. Oh, yeah, I need to have more of these. I need to have more. Let's see if this is available. I'm going to have more. This shade looks like it's like that person with darker skin. Like this is our brightener for our eyes. This is not. This is like perfect. Oh, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Where is the eyeliners? Ultra Smooth Waterproof Eye Defining Pencil. Now this says waterproof on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tomorrow. And I'm going to see if it's going to last, if it's going to transfer. Let's see if it does stay put. Okay, this is originally $16. I paid $4 for it. And darn it, there's no colors available except metallic teal, which is actually a pretty color because I like those crazy colors. So it's not available, but it's originally $16. This shade would be what I would order on QVC, or I would figure out a way to get it for $16 because this is perfect for us with darker skin. This is our eye brightener. It's perfect. Now I'm going to bring it down and I'm just going to do the lower lash line just for, yes, me too. I love all those crazy colors. I'm just going to bring it down just to see. Oh my God, this color is so pretty. And you know what? It's creamy enough that you can take a synthetic brush and smooth it and blend it right out. It just blends right out like a cream shadow stick. Oh, I'm getting more. Mulholland Drive. Go ahead, LA. Look at that. This pencil I like. Now I'm going to wear it again tomorrow to test the waterproof claims, but that one, $4, is going nowhere. Now this is called Carlyle. This is the second one. I actually don't even remember what color this is because I know I didn't order black. Okay. You know what this one looks like? This one looks like my Holy Grail eyeliner pencil. We're talking since high school. I have worn MAC Teddy everywhere. I wear it on my waterline. It's smudged. I wear Teddy all the time. Look at Teddy is like at a nub. I have gone through so many colors of Teddy. This looks like Teddy, so we're going to test this out and see if it's a dupe. I don't care if it's a dupe because I still buy MAC Teddy. I don't care. No, I don't care. Carlyle. Oh, that is so pretty. No, these are eyeliners. The color is so pretty. It has like this copper gold specks in it. Let me swatch Teddy right next to it. Oh my goodness. It takes a lot to get me to be silent. I gotta admit that. Fiona got, how did she dupe that? Okay, it is a damn good dupe for MAC Teddy. Now here is the difference as I'm going like this. The Fiona Carlyle, the Fiona, she has more radiance to it. It has more of like that sparkle in it versus Teddy. So if you want a little bit more sparkle, you go with her. But I'm talking like close up. It's not like anyone's going to be all up in your eye and be like, oh, that's MAC Teddy. Oh, that's Fiona. And no one's going to be doing that. So just off the bat, it looks like Teddy to me. However, because it's not an exact dupe, and I am exact when it comes to dupe, no, they're not, because she's leaving Ulta. I still will buy Teddy, but it is a damn close dupe to Teddy. But you know, another one that is just straight, like the best Teddy dupe is from Essence Liner, the Essence brand, and it's actually called Teddy too, because they knew what they were doing. They completely copied it, like to a T, and called it the same name. That'd be something I do. Look, I stole it, and then just go like this, and then once I line my eye, I'll take the synthetic brush and push it up into my lid and smooth it out. See how you have that like bedroom, that smoked look? Bedroom eyes. That's what we're used to calling, like back in the 90s. I've got bedroom eyes. The walk of shame eyes. Look at that. And then it's just a simple like eye look, like eyeshadow right there. Blend some bronzer or some powder up in there. Boom, you're done. Boom. That's how I wear Teddy sometimes when I have no time. That is pretty. It is. Yep. Zach dupe Teddy by Essence. They, like I said, they even named it Teddy. We know, we copied you, Mac. What you gonna do? Oh, let's test out. Well, we can do it right here, waterproof. Okay, now that was Teddy that is smearing. This is the Fiona, and I am pressing hard. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Now it's starting to smudge a little bit. That's pretty good. So I will be wearing both pencils tomorrow. Definitely Mulholland I'll be wearing because I'll wear it in my waterline. And if I don't do an eye look that will warrant the other one, I will use it this week to kind of test out to see if it's going to last all day. You know, see, let me get this brow situation going on. See how it looks. Removing it with some micellar water. Now I'm going just gentle because I wear contacts, so I don't want to mess up, you know, move my contact around too much. And that came off. I'm going to need a little bit more. Yes, I do have more dupes. I even have, by accident, because I was, I'm kind of wiping everything off now. By accident, we can pull that down. By accident, I'm still decluttering the blushes. I'm like, only got a few more. And I came across the blush in my collection. I was like, oh my God, this looks just like Orgasm from NARS. And everybody's like, ah, NARS, you know, cruelty free, no more. So everybody's boycotting NARS. And I'm like, this is probably the closest dupe, because Orgasm is very hard to dupe. This one is pretty, I mean, like, I was like staring. And when I'm staring, I am staring. I'm trying to get those flecks. I'm like, you better match. You better match. And it matched. So I put it aside so I can do a dupe video. I'm like, this one is really good in case you want to have an alternative to Orgasm. I'm still wearing NARS, and I have no problem saying that. I have no problem forever saying it. I will be wearing NARS into the afterlife. Don't come for me. I don't care. No, my dupes are dead on. Everyone's dupes are different on as far as how they do it, I feel. Some dupes might be on price. Some dupes might be color specific. It just depends. For me, I try so hard to make sure it's got to be that color. And sometimes it just turns out to be a price. Because, I mean, what's kind of like, I want to save a little bit of money. So in some people's minds, to them, I'm saving money. So let me buy the lesser version, like the cheaper version versus the more expensive version. That's probably, I think in a lot of people's mind, that's how they see a dupe. But for me, the dupe has to be that color. I mean, like even with the Orgasm from NARS, I was like the gold and the specs, it's got to match. And this blush was matching dead on. And it just happened to be a drugstore one. So it just happened to be that way. And same thing with Teddy. I even have my favorite MAC lipstick of life since high school too, which is Touch. I have a dupe for that. I have the dupe, but I will always still buy MAC Teddy. Always still buy MAC Touch. Always will buy NARS. And I don't care. I didn't mean it like, oh, I don't care because of cruelty free. I do care about that. I respect people who, you know, that's their lifestyle. That's their choice. That's fine. Respect my lifestyle, respect my choice. I will be wearing NARS into the afterlife. And I will carry it all when I cross that ship. I love my NARS and I'm not giving it up. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I took all the makeup off. That is all the products. I am hungry, so I'm going to go eat right now. I will put in the info box all the products later. But, and do like an appropriate thumbnail. But that's everything. Tomorrow, again, I will use the Mulholland pencil. Oh, I will use Mulholland is where it's at. The star of this entire haul was that eyeliner pencil. This is like, order it. Who cares that it's $16? This color is good. Darker skin, waterline. This is our brightening pencil. And then the second pencil, I would get that too. So I'm going to wear that, and I'm going to do the powder again tomorrow just to see how it works with the foundations and stuff. Test that out to see if I'm even going to keep it. I'm still on the fence about that because, you know, I have my Bobbi Brown loose powder. I have my Laura. Those are the ones I always pick. Shoot, I was wearing the Black Opal last week, and I was so impressed by that. So, you know, I have just other ones that I'm really liking, and I want to keep what I really love. So I think that's about it. I think it's sad is I have more to take back than I would have liked. But what also sucks is that the counter's not there anymore, so I couldn't try the products out in person, and I would have liked that. I wouldn't even be wasting it. So I hate that, but, you know, I had to order online, so there's really nothing I can do. But that is it. Unless you have any other questions, leave comments. I will answer them. Tweet me, reach out on social media. If you have any additional questions or you want to find a follow-up, get Mulholland. Get it. You're really into the live videos. Yay! Well, I asked if you wanted to see empties and all that. I got so much empties. And empties, I got to plan it out now because it's like next, you know, the next month comes. Oh my God, I didn't do empties. Yeah, okay, I will try to do more when I can. And I like doing it at this time as well because it helps me out before I go eat dinner. So I will plan them out more. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day if you're in another country. I know some of you are. Or you're in my time zone or whatnot. Have a good evening. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate my new people that came on board. I appreciate all my old timers. Thank you so much for just sitting and taking, it says 79 minutes, taking time out to even watch. I love you guys. Thank you so much for that. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, night. I'll see you later. Bye.